Hello everybody, Dokkan here, welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So, the Peppy Gal's banner is about to make its presence known in the next few hours, so I did want to let you guys know my honest opinions of whether you should summon or not. So, I do have a couple of things that I wanted to show you guys here and there regarding the celebration and things like that. In a few minutes time, on the global side of things, actually by the time this video goes up, the news on the global side might have already been shown, so we will be able to see something like this pop up on our global accounts regarding the news of the Peppy Gals campaign. So this campaign is going to last up until the 29th, where we can be able to get the login bonus, the daily missions that we got, etc, etc, and this is the banner that we're going to get. This is the girl power banner, where Videl and Ranfan are both going to be featured, and I will show you a little bit of a glimpse of how the banner looks like, or what will the banner contain and things like that, and should you summon on the banner or not. Then of course we are able to finally get to use our summon points with this new release, this new celebration coming in. It seems that it'll contain most of the 10th year characters and below. So we'll be able to see this once we get the banners available, and I'll possibly make a video in the future whether you guys should exchange your summon points for characters like these, or wait until the global Dokkan campaign characters are featured on here. It's gonna take them a bit, right? This new system came about like what? After the release of the anniversary, so I do want to say maybe Super Saiyan 3 Mini Daima Vegeta was able to get the release of the summon points, or the Dokkan Fest after the Saiyan Day celebration. I want to say, or even during the Saiyan Day celebration, that's when we possibly got these summon points available. Then we're getting the EZA for Sheila and Fasha. Both of them seem really good. Of course, I have my little doubts for Fasha, seeming though, since she is going to be a character for catered for not only Peppy Gals but for low class warrior. Low class warrior is not great. We could possibly see something down the line for like a low class warrior celebration soon, but we'll see. The new 2 stages of the Heron battle are going to show up as well. We're going to be fighting Kiawe and Ribrianne, or Brienne de Chateau, in the next 2 stages. I'll talk about those in a second. And then we're getting an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. Pretty good. It's been a while since, what, like April? We haven't gotten an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, so pretty good that we can get one of those. We're getting a World Tournament this weekend, so boy oh boy. Am I gonna grind the World Tournament? I don't know. I mean, I keep saying that, but then again, I just do it. Then we're getting Petan the Monday after the World Tournament, or the Tuesday after the World Tournament, we'll see. And then of course we're getting these returning events coming through. We're getting the Universe 2 characters available. You guys can be able to grind them up. This Bulma is still pretty good, I feel. Then of course we're getting this Goku. You guys can be able to farm him up. And then of course there's some pretty the sales of course will get updated and end on the 26th. This is due to, you know, there was the sales at the beginning of the month for the release of the Gohan, so now we're going to be able to get some more time for the sales coming through, or maybe like an updated sale. And then of course these are going to reset at the beginning of the month. So let's jump right in. Of course Fasha and Sheila are going to get their ECA, so they're going to be in the banner. And of course we got our girls Ranfan and Videl. Videl seems pretty decent. I see that you are going to be possibly get some advantage if you did pull the new Gohan, because this character is going to be buffing a lot of those allies whose name includes Gohan Teen, Ultimate Gohan, and things like that. And then of course Great Saiyaman, because she gives 70% attack and defense and 3 ki for those characters whose name include Gohan. And then of course she also gets some additional things as well. So it seems pretty decent, I would say. Not the greatest of characters, right? She does lose damage reduction for every turn pass, so she does need to get revived in order for her to get the permanent 30% damage reduction. She also gets the 50% damage reduction before attacking if you do have a Peppy Girl's character, or you have a Gohan character on the team. I'm trying to see, because this character can be run on Majin Buu Saga, but she doesn't have like the categories that our boy Gohan is in. You know, the category that Gohan leads, right? Because he leads Hybrid Saiyans, Youth, Defenders. Actually, is she on Defenders of Justice? She is. Okay. I mean, you can run her in there. Bond of parent and child, bond of friendship, siblings bond. I mean, she is there. Okay. It does seems like you can be able to run her on this team. So, I mean, it fits pretty well. If you manage to pull her and you were able to get this Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, pretty good support for them if you were able to pull Videl. So you can be able to use her on the team. She does massively raise defense for 3 turns, so she's not going to be she's not going to be too much of a liability, right? So she's going to be useful at some point. And then of course we got Ranfan. I do like Ranfan a lot. I do want to be able to test her out. Of course it's going to be a full Peppy Gal setup, so she can be able to get that extra support for Peppy Gals, and then she can be able to get all of this, right? So pretty excited, of course. Let me take this away. So now we get the banner, right? The banner is easy. We're getting 3 summons for 30 Dragon Stones each. So basically 90 stones for the first 3 summons. And then, of course, after that, it'll dip down after... Excuse me. It'll dip down after that, so it'll be like 50 stones after. You do get a featured SSR guaranteed per multi, so you could have an opportunity to just like do the 3 times only summons, and you're able to pull the new unit. So we got those. Pretty sure Mai and Coquette are going to be featured on the banner, since of course last year we had well, not last year, the year before that, we had a Mamba and this 18 featured as the 2023 lineup for the Peppy Gals banner characters. So I'm assuming that the banner is going to look just something like this. The 2 ECA characters are going to be here, so Fasha and Chilai are going to be here. Maybe the physical 18 will be featured in here as well. Then of course Mai and Coquette are going to be replacing these older characters, so they can be featured in there. And then of course we get the new characters like Ranfan and Videl. So what I would suggest is maybe doing the 30, like the 3 multi-summons if you do want to summon. I of course will be summoning because I do want to like be able to showcase them, be able to do some events for them. And then of course we do have some new missions regarding the Heron battle, right? So I'll talk about those in a second. But to summon, you are going to be required to, you know, use your Dragon Stones like accordingly, right? Because during the September celebration, that is when we're going to be getting Tanabata. I would suggest highly to think about it before summoning on this banner in particular, because this banner really doesn't give you a lot, right? There's a lot of unfeatured characters, and all of them are going to be in the Peppy Gals team, which could be of use for you if you are a collectionist or something like that. You would like to collect all the units in the game, you would like to summon them, sure. But for people who are new, people who are, you know, conservative of their stones, right? Don't summon a lot on these banners. Don't go too crazy, especially when big celebrations are going to come in. So I would suggest to wait until you get something like, you know, the Tanabata celebration, something as important as that. I would suggest to just save your stones for that. Ranfan will be there, Videl. Then we'll also get the Mai and Coquette in the slot here. Then we're gonna get the ECA characters like Chilai and Fasha, and then of course they could include like the physical 18 in this banner due to her being a Peppy Gal unit, and then of course some other SRs. So yeah, the banner, it will not have a lot of fruitful things for you. However, it will be a feature guaranteed per multi. So if you don't want to take advantage of that, just doing the 3 multis that are discounted, then you can do that. Otherwise, if you go beyond that and you haven't pulled the new units, I would not recommend you going beyond that, right? So we will get the heart-pounding Heron Battle refresh stages here. Well, when I say refresh stages, we're just going to get the new 2 stages, right? So we're going to get Kiawe and Brienne de Chateau. We do have some missions as well for this event. Basically, one of the missions is to beat it with 4 Peppy Gals characters on the team, and then of course one of those missions are going to be requiring you to beat it with a Master Roshi on the team. If you guys have not checked out, in the link in the description I will leave a playlist that I will make, hopefully, of the Peppy Gals stages that we've taken down, with and without the new STR Master Roshi, which if you do check the Peppy Gals team, he does lead that category. So he can be a pretty resourceful unit due to the fact that he does provide support for the team, and he gets a lot of like pretty good support here for this. So you could use him since he was featured on the Gohan banner, or you could use the LR Master Roshi, which is a character that I've also used during these events right here to just tackle the missions, if in any case you have not pulled this STR Master Roshi, because I know not a lot of people did summon for Master Roshi at the time of his release, and that was when we got the introduction of this event in particular. So I'm assuming that maybe some people were able to get lucky on pulling for Master Roshi whilst pulling for that Gohan. But if you didn't get lucky, I will be able to do the guides without this STR Master Roshi, just so that you guys can be able to get some help. You guys can be able to use the free LR Master Roshi, which can be really helpful tackling these events, because he's able to dodge, he's able to stun. And some of these fights right here can allow you to stun or seal the enemy, right? This character is immune to stunning, but you can be able to seal this Kiawe, it seems. Well, we haven't seen their stats yet, so it could be subject to change. But it does seem that if Master Roshi is present, we are able to provide a substantial debuff to Kiawe. And then of course, if we go over to Brienne de Chateau, it doesn't give us any debuffs or anything like that. But it does seem that if you do bring the physical Master Roshi, you might find yourself in a pickle due to the fact that you cannot seal nor stun this Brienne, but you can be able to lower attack and defense, it seems, because but again, take this with a grain of salt, because we don't know much of her abilities until they are in game, so we'll be able to keep an eye out for that. But yeah, you guys don't need this Master Roshi. We can be able to get this done with the physical Master Roshi from the Tournament of Power, that free-to-play unit that you guys can be able to grind up. So in conclusion, I would just say skip in general. Just make sure you skip, and you don't need to summon on this banner. There's no need to summon on this banner. On the banner after this one, which could be the Tanabata or the first Dokkan Fest before the Tanabata, or whatever replaces Tanabata, they are going to be in the unfeatured pool, so you're going to be pulling them regardless. It's just going to be a little bit difficult to try to pull them. But if you are really interested, the only thing that I would recommend using is your 90 stones. Just do the 3 times only multi-summon discount, so you can get that out of the way and be able to get lucky with those pulls. If you be able to get a feature unit, that's going to be helpful for you guys. But in conclusion, I would say just skipping this banner would be pretty good. We're going to get a bunch of stones, actually, because we're going to get the World Tournament. That's basically 50 plus stones, I'm assuming. And then, of course, we're getting the Infinite Dragon Ball History, which should be around like 28 something stones, I believe. And then, of course, we're going to get some missions regarding this event, plus the ECA stones typically are 30, 33, 34, depending on missions. So basically over 100 stones with all of just these 4 shenanigans. And of course, if nobody has completed Proton, you're going to get an extra 5 stones just for this. So yeah, I would say skip is my truthful advice and recommendation. By the time this video goes up, the news are already out of this campaign over on the global side. And then, of course, in a few hours time, maybe like 5 hours from the time this video goes up, the banners should be available. I am not going to be summoning live. I will do my summons on stream during the afternoon stream, where I'm going to put my stream schedule on the Discord and on the YouTube community page, so keep an eye out for when I'm going to be live. And then we'll do our summons, we'll do all the events that I need to do. I'll possibly tackle the events first for the Heron Battle event. so that way we can have those via in videos and stuff like that. But do keep an eye out for these videos to be available. And then of course, if you haven't tackled any of the previous ones for the heroine battle, I'll leave a playlist down in the description so you guys can be able to tackle these in a you know, much easier fashion. You guys don't have to like go through the entirety of like me going on stream, be like, have you beaten this? Please teach me. And I'll be like, I'll refer you to the playlist that I made down in the description. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Let me know if you guys are summoning on the banner. I, again, do encourage you guys to skip. It is not going to be a viable banner to summon on. It's not worth it, right? But if you do find some comfort, or you find a unit that really piques your interest and really would like to summon on those, because those characters are going to help you out and power up the Gohan that we just got, or help out with the Peppy Gals team to tackle these new fights, then, you know, go ahead. But do keep in mind, just do the 3 times only, so you guys can be able to just get the multi-summon discounts and don't spend full like 50 stones on the banner. So, but appreciate you guys stopping by. Let me know down in the comments below, again, if you guys are summoning on the banner or not. Let me know down in the comments below as well if you have tackled these. If not, again, the playlist for these fights are in the description. Make sure you guys check them out. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Make sure you guys hit the like button for more Dokkan content. Subscribe to the channel so you guys can stay in the know of everything Dokkan. Make sure to check the links in the description for the playlist for this heroine battle, and get yourself some gamer subs. 10% off if you use code Radokun in checkout. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next video.